Hello YouTube, it is your boy B3, back with another kicking Toku TV review. Yeah, last time we did Ultraman Nexus, and I said Max would be the next one, because Max was the series that came right after Nexus. So I figured, let's just go ahead and do Max. Ultraman Max! Real cool show. This was probably the second Ultraman show I ever watched. I did some revisiting and studying before this review, but I do remember my impressions of it, and I really liked Ultraman Max. It was the 19th show in the Ultra series, which is pretty cool. Made by Subaraya, pretty traditional formula, lighter. They kind of went back to their formula after Nexus, because Nexus didn't really work for TV, if you watched my last one. It's got a lot of cameos, like Professor Yukari Yoshinaga and Chief Kenzo Tomikawa are played by Hiroko Sakuri. Remember, she played Fuji. She actually had a recurring role in this. And then Susumu Kurobe played Shin Hayata, and then there were more too. But they don't play the same characters they were before. They just play different characters. It's just like cameo, that's nice. It's not like a guest spot or anything. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So, like lots of kaiju stuff, strong environmental message. Lots of it has to do with the environment. It's got lots of traditional monsters in it, like Ella King, Gomora, Zeton's in here. The Zeton episode is really cool because we get to see a new Ultra in that episode. He gets his Max Galaxy. Pretty cool stuff. So, it kind of is its own continuity. It's its own continuity, which is something I noticed right away upon watching this show, because one, the returning actors were playing other people. Two, the characters weren't really familiar with the concept of an Ultraman. And three, whenever previous monsters appeared, characters acted like they had never heard of these monsters before, even though they're like an Earth defense force that protects the world from monsters. So, it's its own continuity, which is why every time you often see Ultraman Max, his appearance is often coming from another dimension. I think that's something like that might have happened in X. I don't really remember. But Ultraman Xenon is in it. And I actually use an Ultraman Xenon action figure a lot in videos on this channel. So I thought I'd mention that. Xenon's from this show. But yeah, the main character's an Ultra. This was the first appearance of the Space Cats. There's this really funny episode where these 3 Space Cat aliens give everybody amnesia. And I mentioned it in my Ultraman X review as well. But it's very fun. It's a fun show. I really like the episode with If. I've also talked about If a lot in previous videos on this channel and my Godzilla and Gigan channel. Because that episode's kind of based on my favorite episode of the original Ultra series, Don't Shoot Arashi. So it does kind of have a dub. And I don't know what the dub is like, because I watched the sub. You can actually watch Ultraman Max on Crunchyroll subbed, I believe. That's not where I watched it, but you can watch it there. Because I watched this before it was on Crunchyroll. But there is a dub out there, but it's probably a lot harder to find than the sub. He does cameo in Mega Monster Batter Ultra Galaxy. When I recently rewatched that movie, actually the first time I watched that movie, I noticed it like immediately. Don't expect to be able to find a DVD copy of it in America or anything, because you won't. And if you do, it won't play on our region DVD player anyways. So you pretty much have to watch it digitally unless you have a region Japanese DVD player and happen to know Japanese. But I think it's a really good show. The suits are good. The choreography's good. When it wants to be funny, it is funny. When it wants to be serious, it is serious. light tone, good message. I really like Ultraman Max's design. He's very, very red. He's got a lot going on in the chest area. That's why I got his Ultra Act, you know? He's really cool. He was like my second Ultraman figure. When I started collecting Ultraman, one of the reasons I started collecting Ultraman was because I liked Ultraman Max so much. If you want to start watching Ultraman and you're watching this video because you want to know a good place to start, Ultraman Max is a great place to start. Ultraman Max is actually a fantastic starter show because it's its own continuity. You don't have to know anything from previous shows. And it's just plain good, and it's very modern. So I definitely recommend Ultraman Max to anyone who has not seen it. So thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Next time on Toku TV Reviews, we will probably do Ultraman Mebius simply because it's the show that came after Max, and also my favorite Ultraman show that I've seen so far. So we are definitely going to be talking about Ultraman Mebius next time. So that is it. Thank you all once again. To support our Toku show, Toku King, you can check out the links in the description below. You can support it on Indiegogo or Patreon. And I will see you all, you guessed it, next time.